This time I would like to prefer to go with a cylinder. Yeah, that would work. I selected my cylinder. The moment I click it, appeared here. And what does the cylinder consist of? Yeah, look here. Look at the cylinder here. We have a cylinder. I would like to scale this. I press R. So I come to the side view. Remember, I'm not working in perspective view. I come to my front view or side view. And I would like to scale them down only in the y-axis because I know y is always from vertical. So please do that. Right. Yep, it's good. It looks like a coin now. Yeah. Fine. So this is one object now. I'm just going to name this as like a coin or something. Wait. Yeah, this is one thing. So I would like to work on the top view. So maybe now let me maximize the top view here. Yep. Now select this object here. Good. Let's talk about pivot point. Now look here. So if you move this object, can you see there is a pivot point comes to the center? Pivot point is we call it as a center tool. When you press W, you can get the move tool appears at the center. When you press E, again it's the center. When you press R, it is at the center. Because an object's pivot point is all about the center of gravity. So an object's center of gravity always lies in the center. That's why whenever you create an object, the move tool or the rotate or the scale tool, which is W, E and R, usually appears at the center of your object. So from here I could able to move or do something. Okay, I press W, then rotate the tool. Okay, my rotate tool is working fine. Great. Yeah, look at this. The rotate Y value of the channel box, it keeps on increasing. Yeah, I can do it. You can go on to keep on increasing. Anyway, you press Z to undo it. Undo, yeah, it came back. Now it rotated because it's like a wheel now, like a steering wheel. Wait, I press undo. What if the center of point changes? Oh, we'll see that. So now I select this object again. Now press and hold the D key. Look at that. It says when you don't press anything, you can see it's just a square. Please, whenever I use the shortcut keys, please look down the black box here, which will show you what is the key I'm pressing and what I'm doing. Okay. So now the move tool is enabled. Okay. Now I press and hold the D key. The moment when I press D and hold, you can see how it changes. Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. You could see that, right? Yeah. So now you could able to change this pivot point. I'm pressing and holding the D key. You can change it while holding the D key. You can move it wherever you want. So like move it here. Okay, I hold it, move it here. Great. Yeah, but there is one problem here. I placed it here, but just zoom in. It's not properly snapped here. I depress D, I hold and make it. Yeah, I think now it has to be proper. Now again I zoom in. Oh, still it's not proper. So again you do the same. It won't be properly snapped. It can be snapped only by using a shortcut key called V, because this is a vertex. So look at here. This is a polygon because it has 1, 2 and 3 vertex. See, it has 1, 2 and 3 vertex over there in the polygon. Yeah, do you see vertices? If there is a 3 vertex there, then edge will be formed. These edges and the faces will be formed. This is how a polygon will be. Okay, I'll tell you how to do that later. But now we focus on then how can you make this pivot point exactly snap to this vertex? Yeah, that's good. So all you have to do is you have to press and hold V key, V and move. You could be able to snap. So I have to press and hold D key first. Okay, now I could be able to move the pivot point. D is to move the pivot point. Okay, press and hold it. Now press and hold the V key. V is to snap the pivot point to a vertex. Now move it. Yeah, it is snapped. It's automatically snapped. So now I pressed and hold D key and also V key. Then I use my left mouse button. I could be able to snap it exactly on the vertex. Now leave them all. It turned back to square now. Now just zoom in as much as you can. It is not properly snapped on this vertex. You see that? It's properly snapped on the vertex. Yeah, this is good because you should know snap to vertex is V. So snapping to vertex is V. Now this is the center point is moved here. So what is the big deal if I move the center point? Now press E and rotate. You see that? Yeah, this is what happens when you change your center point of an object. So an object center point matters the most. So based on that, the movements will be. And I'll go here. Yeah, now look at that. No, I think here. Yeah, this one. Now look at that. Oh, yeah. So based on the center point, all the rotations and movement and scaling work. Okay, so that's how things are now. So how can I move it back then? Do I have to press and hold the key and I have to, yeah, you can do something like you select the object, D, press and hold the D key, plus V key, then move. So D is to enable your pivot point, press and hold the D key. Now I can move it freely, but now I want to snap it on the center vertex. So press and hold V key and snap it on the vertex. Or see, you can snap it on any vertex now, D and V. Okay, but still, look at here, we made it. But look at here, the front view, it is not at the center, it is not the top center, not at the center of this object. So you can press and hold D and you can move it down. But still, it seems like too much because I don't know the distance between those and I can't push it back normally. Yeah, that's why Maya has a tool called, under the modify menu, you have center pivot. Just click this icon. The object's pivot point will come to the center of this object. Yeah, it's proper now. No matter wherever the pivot point is, the moment you go to modify and choose center point, it will come back to this center point. Yep, it's perfect, man. Yep. So this is how you can able to move the pivot point and do it. Now what I do is I just prefer to move the pivot point a little outside. I press and hold the D key. I'm moving it. Okay. So when I press and hold the D key, I could be able to move the pivot point. When I press V, the pivot point will snap to the vertex. But what if I want to snap this pivot point on the grid? So the shortcut key is X. So D, press and hold the D, you can move the pivot point. And where you want to snap now? On the grid. So the shortcut is press and hold the X. So press D plus press X. Now you'll be able to snap it on the grid. Yeah, it is snapped exactly on the grid now. Now this object's pivot point is here. Select this, see, your tool is here. Yep, I just did undo. Now press E. Now you can rotate it. You see that? Yeah, just press Z. I always press Z to get it back to the previous state. Now all I do is Shift D. I rotated it once. Now Shift D again. You see that? So that's what happens when you've been able to do that. Yeah. So snapping and pivot point is one of the important things here in Maya. So always remember, you can be able to move the object's pivot point by using the D key, and when you move by holding the D key, if you want to snap on the grid, press X and move, it will snap automatically on the grid. Or press V and move, it will be snapped automatically on the vertices.